Howdy, Mr. Jim.
Pandemic, which again has disproportionately impacted
Just having fun. Work, playing.
There you are.
Eventually, like a bad penny, it's not going away. Yeah, I saw the note from the library, but you know, they're not opening up the meeting rooms yet. So
Yeah, it's probably going to be a little while longer, I guess.
I got something you want to see. Oh, I bet I saw it. I saw your name all over it. Let's see if I can.
I probably ought to turn on screen sharing. Hang on. Everybody can do it. All right, you should be able to.
Okay, let's see. There you are. Fine. See that?
What is it?
This is a I2C adapter.
Okay.
This is USB on the input side. And these are I2C outputs.
Okay.
And this is the communications. And this is the current line that's being sent.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. And it's 29 bucks.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not bad.
So you can do 3 I2C channels off of it and do, it's like a serial analyzer. It is a serial analyzer.
Yeah.
I2C is serial. So. Yeah, coming off a USB. I don't know if you talk to a USB port though, but it is nice.
That's kind of neat. I kind of need to find a serial analyzer. I play around with a lot of serial stuff.
Yep, that's cute. Okay. Now my software doesn't alert me when there are new participants, so I kind of have to stay awake.
It doesn't. It doesn't really tell you when new people are there. You just kind of got to watch.
You know, when you're doing the screen share, though, you don't have the participants up there.
Yeah, if you go and you click on the participants button again, it'll bring a pop-up out so you can still see them.
Okay. Yeah, it was kind of nice when I got into some of the other software and pulled another screen up. It popped up pictures of the people that were online. That is cool. I saw an article today, Google's going after Zoom. Oh, well, lots of luck with that. Now you get cats. I got a free cat show. That'd be 50 cents a cat, please. What about the grandbaby charge? I don't know.
She is not here today.
Oh, no grandbaby charge today.
Yeah, her daddy got Thursdays off, which before everything happened, he had Thursdays off. So we never really had her on Thursday before. And when he went back to work, of course, you know, everybody was trying to figure out what they're doing, because nobody knows what they're doing. So I guess they figured it out a little bit.
Yeah. So you hadn't had any electricity problems lately?
No, everything's been good. I just heard a big
They must-
crash of thunder, though.
Yeah, we just had it. It just passed us. It was probably headed your way.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew today we were supposed to get some bad storms. Google kept saying, you know, there's storms coming or whatever. But so far, nothing's happening.
Yeah. Looks like AMD is going to get in some more Chromebooks, or they're testing AMDs for Chromebook. They're trying to get in the higher powered AMD chips into Chromebooks.
My, well, Edwin, the youngest kid, he just built a computer, and something very weird. I guess it's the way the new computers are now. He had the ports for the video card, but his processor didn't support video, so those ports didn't work. So he had to buy an actual physical video card to make it all work.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah. It's kind of good in a way.
Hey,
The old motherboards, when they had onboard video, you just popped a CPU in them and they fired up. And these new motherboards, they have the ports for the onboard video, but if the CPU doesn't support it, it doesn't work. They don't work. So. So the
We have a new-
CPU is doing the video, I guess.
we have a new view of you, Jim. We're kind of looking down.
Yeah, a lot of people look down on me. I've noticed that. I get that a lot. Yeah, I put instead of using the laptop camera, so I look up at the screen, and if I use the laptop camera, it's beneath the screen. So you're always looking up my nose. So now I have a camera above the camera, or above the screen, the picture screen, the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys look down on me as usual.
So we're looking down on you. So we're looking down on your nose.
That's right. Instead of up my nose. But it's okay. You know, I like to share. You know, I look so good. It's good to share. I want people to get a good view. You know. Everybody agrees with that, right? Everybody's shaking their head. Yeah.
Leroy,
So.
the men in black are okay.
Yeah. Well.
Leroy, with the men in black, what happened? Did you not get the email?
I guess not. I guess I didn't check the email good enough.
Well, Batman week last week.
Yeah. Yeah, we were all Batman. Everybody was Batman. Where is the link to that, or was there a link to that ITC thing?
You can You can search for I2C driver and you'll find a company, but it's in the last news article. It didn't go out in the, just go to the live one and you'll see it's in the news
Okay.
thing.
It's in the news, not in the
Yeah.
not in the meeting announcement. Got it.
Right, it came later. Open spec board opens up I2C is the last article there.
Yeah, I see it.
I told you I nailed him, Kenny. I saw something he couldn't live without. Don't tell Patty. Is Patty there? Am I safe?
Patty's at work. You can go and visit her later.
Okay. Wow. That's saved my hide. Yeah, since you're using the I2C a bit, it would be nice to have a serial analyzer. Oh yeah. And they have the pull-up resistors already there, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you just connect something up to it and it pops up supposedly. So it makes it quote unquote easy.
And it's okay.
So you go motorcycle riding today, Kenny?
No, I went to work.
You tell these, yeah, you went to where they work. So McDonald's was open today. Did they allow
Yes, it was.
walk-ins?
No, they didn't. We had to eat on the picnic table outside. Yep, we were at work today. We seem to have enough energy for half a day.
This new down-looking thing makes me look thinner, don't you think, Kenny?
It does. It does. That's why I remarked on it, you know?
I'm not asking Leroy because we got a kind of competition going, you know.
Yeah, Leroy's focusing on I2C.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Vicente. I got Leroy hooked. He took the cork down. He's going hard. He's pulling hard. Let me show you what it is. I don't even have it up anymore.
Everybody's going to need this.
Everybody's going to need this. It's a terrible thing, but it was good bait. Excellent bait. There you go, Vicente. You need one of those.
What's that?
This is yeah, go ahead and tell him.
It's an I2C analyzer.
Mm-hmm.
It's up on Crowd Supply. They're open source tool for controlling I2C devices. Works with Windows, Mac, Linux, and it does like the serial analyzing. Tells you all kinds of neat stuff.
This is it brings up the communications of the channels.
Uh-huh.
It's a USB to I2C, and it's a serial analyzer. And this picture to the left shows the communication that's been going on. The picture to the right shows you a single channel at the bottom, showing you what's transpired. Okay, and then at the left at the bottom shows it in service. They're driving 3 display chips using I2C. Supposedly, it's got the pull-up resistors built in, so you just plug it in and it finds them. That's her story anyway.
Yeah.
If you looked at the news, go and click on the news link in your meeting announcement. It's not in the meeting announcement, but if you click on the news link, you'll find it. Open spec boards, opens up I2C. It's also, you can just search for I2C driver, one word, and you'll see this product, $29.95.
Interesting. I was fighting with the I2C the last 5 days. Do
Oh,
something
okay.
with it. Interesting.
30, yeah, $30 should be in.
Yeah, it's free shipping. It's in stock. It says it's in stock.
1 month delivery. It's from China, right?
Looks like it's here. I'm not sure. Let me see. I don't see anywhere where they say they're at. It's free shipping to the U.S., so I'm guessing they're in the U.S.
Penny.
A lot. Kenny, he's waving at you.
Sniping.
There you go. So you didn't play golf today, Kenny?
No, I played that Tuesday. I chased the ball on Tuesday. Usually I chase the ball on Wednesday. But somehow I got hooked up on Tuesday so I could work half a day's Wednesday and Thursday.
They're
We
in
went down to
California.
We went down to McDonald's and have our, usual biscuits and gravy and coffee.
Executive meeting.
Yes, it was. We figured out what we wanted to do the other half of the day, or morning, I should say. But, kind of slow here.
Okay, I'm looking at the meeting announcement. I've added a new feature. You guys may or may not have noticed. It's a small chart. I did a chart.
This is nationwide or what?
Yep.
What's that?
Yeah, this is U.S. nationwide, and this is the chart. The blue is the daily deaths, and the red is the
Average.
daily values for the 20-day moving average. Okay, and here's the blue line, which is probably a least squares fit. Make it a straight line. And here's the red line is least squares fit for the 20-day moving average. So we're below the 20-day moving average, which is good. But again, this just shows all states, not just one state.
Well,
But we're looking good overall.
The state of Ohio has reported approximately 1,800 deaths nursing home out of 2,600 deaths total, for a grand total of 71% deaths from nursing homes.
Wow.
71%. There are
Wow.
about 4 counties that are out of whack, supposedly, and one of them is Hamilton County, City, Cincinnati, and Warren County.
Wow.
So the governor has suggested that I go take a test. Suggested.
Yeah, you should be tested, but not necessarily for COVID-19. Just saying.
Yeah. Tested for other
I
things.
just-
I knew that
Maybe.
was coming. I knew that was coming.
And I hadn't got today's number. I should pull those over. But these are yesterday's numbers. We were in the red yesterday and the day before, but not the day before. We were way down 3 days ago. I need to do a trend on these things because the daily numbers are these are deaths. So the number of people that get the virus that are reported to realize that number is not terribly good. We know why. Do we know why? They're not terribly good for comparison purposes? Because they're doing many more tests. So if you do many more tests, you're going to get many more indications.
Yeah, but
This misleads.
the deaths are the same. Doesn't matter about testing, right?
Yeah. And the disadvantage of deaths is you're trailing. You're,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
12 week to 2 weeks trailing.
Yes.
And yeah, and I don't do that on the individual. But you can look in general. You can kind of tell from this, like if you got 2 reds and 1 green, and this one's way low. Well, really, you can't, because the daily numbers really, if we go back to the other screen, the daily numbers just go all over the place.
But that's a significant number, 71 deaths from nursing homes. And they're still dying from nursing homes.
71% of the deaths
Yeah.
are from nursing homes.
Yeah.
Is what you said. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And that's a huge number.
Yeah, it is. And the reason being, it's weak people are the people that are dying. We knew nursing home deaths were higher than normal. We knew they were going to be higher than normal. Or we could do like the New York governor did and send the COVID-19 patients to the nursing homes. You guys realize they did that? The governor of New York said, you cannot keep COVID-19 patients out of nursing homes. Guess what happened? A bunch of people died. Okay.
Yeah.
Because a nursing home is where you don't want COVID-19. They should be quarantined, and they will be henceforth. So, oh well, enough of that. I hadn't got today's number. Today's numbers are easy to get. You just go to the site and do a copy and paste. I've got a copy of it around here somewhere. But anyhow, we got a new chart. Next is, we did that new chart. And then the book of the week is still Magnolia Store with Chip and Joe. That's still up there. I had to select a new one at the end of the month, so that's easy. The next thing is the news. This is, I added one to the news, so you've got your meeting announcements. One of them was missing, that last one. Looks like they're going to take the prefixes off in Google Chrome. They take the prefixes off the websites that you're looking at. So if you're looking at yahoo.com, you don't know what the prefix is. You don't know if it's HPTC or whatever it is, HTTC or whatever the heck it is. People griping about that. It's good and bad and all that stuff. AMD powered Chromebooks are on the way. They're testing some AMD chips. Oh, and the Boston Dynamics dog is on sale. Leroy, the dog's on sale too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't have money for the dog.
I want to be an early adapter.
29 bucks? Well, what?
I don't have money for the dog. I want the dog.
Yeah.
I got to build my own.
It looks like 5G is having some trouble. Looks like COVID-19 or the Hunan virus, Hunan flu or whatever it is slowing it down. It looks like Verizon is the only one that's going for it big time. And the other guys are letting it go. Some of them are going mid-band. We saw that last week that there's a mid-band 5G, which is not as fast, but should have better coverage. And you know, some of the people are going for that, but it's kind of sketchy right now. Good article if you're following the 5G story.
We talk about that the people won't be so crowded in the future, so you don't need a lot of bandwidth to communicate, because originally it was supposed that the when there is a lot of people together, you need a lot of bandwidth, but the future maybe with people maintaining social distance. So this advantage won't be an advantage at all.
Yeah, that's what that article says. You know, if you're not going to have big meetings of people, it's not a big advantage. That's one of the big advantages of it. Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe it will be delayed, but not deprecated, or will be delayed in some way. But I think that after a vaccine or some kind of cure, everything will go back to the same events of a lot of people sharing together music or whatever, football games. It's a matter of a year or a couple of years to go back to this situation.
Google partners with Parallels to bring Windows apps to Chrome OS. They're supposedly going to develop apps to bring, Windows apps to the Chrome operating system. That should be interesting because the Chrome processors are typically not heavy duty. I'm sure some of them are, but some of them are not. Trying to want to run a Windows app on them could be interesting. Graphene smart textiles developed for heat adaptive clothing. And what they're saying is, if you want to wear a shirt that will keep you cooler in the summer, they have a way of turning off infrared emissions from your body. And they showed a picture of that, and they show the pocket turned on and off, and the pocket's yellow in one and black in the other. It means if it's black, it's probably giving off heat. That's my guess. But yeah, if somebody read that and figure out exactly what they're doing, that's what it sounds like. And we got the OpenSpec I2C. Oh yeah, we did have, Ray might be interested in this one. This is what you were talking about too, Vicente.
Mm-hmm.
The capacity for all the bands is they don't have enough. And I noticed when we were in Maryland, Baltimore, we went to the ballpark, and there were a bunch of people there, and you couldn't get a line. You couldn't get a cell line. It was impossible. So that's what they're saying. We're running out of bandwidth, and in a high capacity event, there is no bandwidth. And this, they have a map here of the bandwidth. And this one does expand pretty good. If Ray wanted to look at that, he might want to look at it. He probably already has some information on it. And that's the name of that tune. Kenny, you still there?
Kenny,
No.
Kenny went away.
Okay.
He didn't say anything.
Vicente or Leroy?
Kenny style.
The company that makes that I2C driver also makes, it's pretty much the same thing for the SPI bus, $29.
Yeah.
They make the same thing. That might actually be more useful. I find the SPI stuff's not quite as documented as well, usually, when I'm playing with it. But I may have to grab those because they look useful.
You may have a target. What are you up to, Vicente? Anything interesting?
I'm still working in the computer, ruler computer. I'm working in the I2C communications. to have a gateway to the real world. I told about there are a couple of registers inside the computer for input and output, and I just try to have them out of the computer using I2C. After each instruction, you can update the output register and read the input register before the next instruction. So you are exposing both values to the real world to make anything, not to put push buttons to control relays or whatever you want.
It should be pretty cut and dried. They should have software that you just for your device, and I2C should be old stuff. Even I did I2C with remote I/O.
Yeah. No, it's working. I already the software part is working.
Yeah.
Initially, I use an I2C expander. It's a chip with a couple of ports, 8-bit ports that you can control it as output or input, and it's a pseudo input-output because the outputs are very weak, high values, and you always can use any output as an input and force the value down. So you have a couple of registers to write and read from the I2C master. And I did that the last week and was working, but I decided to change the expander, the chip, for an Arduino Nano that is cheaper than the chip itself. And now it's working. I have the I don't know if you see the image. This is the ruler.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the hardware I2C expander, the chip, and I changed it with an Arduino Nano that now is acting like a slave, I2C slave, and you have the same output of the ruler, the same output is shown by the Arduino Nano out of the ruler. And now I only have a push button, but you can have all the 8 push buttons of the input register in the outside. So it's working, it's okay. This is a Pong game, it's working. You can play Pong out, or you can play the same game here in the expansion port. Can you see?
Yeah.
So now I am working in a concept of have a arcade game box with big buttons out of the ruler, just to hit hard. When you play games, you want to interact hard with your buttons, and it's not easy to play using these tiny things. By the way, these buttons need 250 grams of pressure to work. Okay, but I want to reduce the pressure to 100 grams, like an Apple computer. 100 grams is very easy to push. So I talked with the manufacturer of the buttons. They are sending me samples for 100 grams pressure, because it will be easier to press the buttons after that. The samples are free, but the shipping will be $30. But I need them to check that is easy to push the buttons. When you are introducing a big program, you will push in a lot the buttons, and you need they to be very soft, very easy to push. The box I am working on is this one. Can you see this?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, this is the buttons, maybe 8 buttons. with backlight. So you have 8 outputs are the lights and 8 inputs are the switch in the bottom. Okay. Inside will be the same hardware with Arduino Nano. I'm working in a soldering by hand in this board. Will be inside the box, and the box will have the port for Arduino Nano for programming, and this is a Grove connector to go to the ruler. Actually, the ruler provide the power will provide the power for the box, because I have a fuse in the ruler to power anything you want out of it. So it will work. I will finish this maybe tonight. This is a drawer, a bamboo box for the kitchen. It's a drawer, you know, to put knives and stuff on it. It costs $7 in Target, in Home Depot, Lowest. All of them sells those boxes, and they are very, very nice for projects. The hard part is to make square nice holes to put the connectors, but after that will be okay.
You need your laser to make nice holes.
No, I did it by hand using a drill bench. But I have the drills for this diameter. So I use the plastic that Ray gave me, a plastic sheet, and I cut the plastic and made the holes and used spray painting to make it red, and that's it. Well, I bought all the buttons from Amazon.
All the buttons.
All the buttons, yeah.
Yep.
There are also in colors, but I will put all of them in white, because it's like the original computer. But maybe in the future I will make another boxes, like a box to play Simon Says with different colors in an array, for example. And you can make a program to follow a sequence or so, whatever. Just playing. That's it.
What's new with you, Kenny?
Not much. Just kind of pushing the ball forward, hoping for the weekend.
I was thinking about your battery-operated camera. We haven't heard from Steve lately. He's the battery-operated camera guy. I'm starting to see some more different brands of the battery-operated camera, but they want money for them. And I don't know, you want to climb up there every 6 months to change a battery?
4th of July, yeah. Christmas. I gotta find a photocell light for the garage and porch light. The one I have died. Okay, I had several, and they last a year, and that's it. They're gone.
Yeah, we got ripped off on our dusk to dawn light bulbs. And we do want dusk to dawn. We don't want timer operated, because the dusk to dawns, we're wasting electricity, man. Uh-oh.
And but I did find one more light bulb, so I did put that on the porch. But I know it's going to go within a year or so.
Oh yeah, he needs one of those, doesn't he?
What now?
Someone gave me this one. Somebody.
Ah, okay.
You
Mine's on the
remember
barn.
Jim?
Yeah.
That's
Jim,
one of
didn't
the-
he now?
Yeah.
Mine's on the barn now.
I will be moving in a couple of months. Tomorrow we have the inspection of the new house. If everything is okay, we will be moving in a couple of months. A lot of work for moving, but
Our movers, you're getting too old. Of course, you're younger than some people around here who will remain unnamed.
no, we call the two guys and a truck, two men and a truck or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it last time. They are pretty okay. They take everything, move. The problem is that I want to move my stuff by myself, you know, all the drawers and station and scopes and everything. I want to do it by myself. And I have a lot of stuff around I need to put all together. First, I want to finish this project about giving back the computer as soon as possible.
Patty's been looking for a new place to live.
Yeah.
And I said, if we're going to move again, we're going to hire somebody to do it because I don't want to do it. I just don't want to pick all this stuff up and move. It
costs a little bit, but they are pretty good at that, you know. They take everything in boxes and use stuff to cushion everything, and that's okay. So,
yeah.
I will be at the same distance of from Westchester, the library. Will be the same minutes, but instead of coming from the north, I will come from the east, 275 from the east.
We were.
Anyway, no, he's probably going to move over there near you, huh? In that other neighborhood. You know what I'm talking about, Kenny?
The Long Cove neighborhood behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's $1 million home.
Yeah.
That's Vicente there.
Huh?
They're doing a lot of work.
I saw houses there, but no.
Too cheap?
They're a little on the cheap side.
There's almost a $2 million house in Middletown.
Well,
they dropped the price from 1.9 million down to 1.6. I don't.
Wow.
I'm like, we're talking about Middletown here. Where is there a $1.6 million house at?
Have you been to Deer Run, Leroy?
Maybe. Where?
That's in Monroe.
Okay.
That's that place off Britton Lane.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we went down there, and I think there's one that probably about a mill down there that we looked at.
Yeah.
Not long. Yeah. We ran screaming from the house.
There's some nice houses down in that area.
I will need some infrared cameras because I have 5 acres of woods in the back. Full of deers and all kinds of animals there.
But yeah, Patty came across that $1.9 million house in Middletown while she was looking for places to live, and I'm like, "Yep, that's us. Let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so y'all made up your mind already, huh?
I don't like the style.
we could put the grandkids in one room, and we would never ever have to see them. 6-bedroom house. There's your half of the house. There's my half of the house. Stay away from my house.
Well, the Sword Mansion ought to be available.
No, those people are working on it. They're doing a lot of work to it.
They got it cheap, but when you buy something like that, you got to put $1 million or so in it.
Oh, they're doing a lot of work to it. They've tore down the servant quarters that were falling down. They've got a contractor that's working on the 3rd and 4th floors. They're doing a lot of work to it. they've took all the apartments out and are trying to restore it back to living space, I guess, not apartment space. But I drive back. We drive past that almost every day, and they're always doing something.
There is an echo.
Interest rates are very low right now.
Do what, Kenny?
Huh?
What?
My image is frozen.
Nothing.
Okay, now it's moving.
Gail
okay.
wants me to show a video.
You know, there's like 50 seconds left, right?
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute.
Okay, we'll go out on the video and pick it up. You guys see this? Watch
What's that?
this.
Oh,
Watch this. A bunny doesn't make it across the stream.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the bunny. Gail loves this.
saw something.
It didn't bite me.
I'm back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, less than a minute.
Less than a minute.
All right, see you guys in a few.
Yep.
How many minutes?
We're doing the countdown. 10, 9, 8. We'll be back. We'll be back.